3.
Well, good evening. Here we are. It's playoff time again, folks, and we're going to go backward in time, 24 hours, and visit with our star of the game from the Liberal contest, Raylan Grant, who scored 2 goals in that game, including the game winner. And boy, wasn't that a thrill of a finish.
It was. It felt nice and accomplished.
Tell us what was going through your mind on that second goal.
I better make this. Like, actually.
If you didn't hear that, she said, I better make this. So, work the whole play up for us.
Okay, so actually, fun fact, we've never done that before. It's never been rehearsed. Everybody probably thinks we've done that before, and it was actually confusing. I was supposed to touch the ball first, but it's a good thing Andrew did. Everything worked out perfectly fine, and for a reason, and we made it work.
You certainly made it work. You got a great feed, first of all. You got to give credit
Kim,
for the feed.
That was a dime right on my foot.
Absolutely. Just absolutely perfect. You caught their entire defense flat-footed.
Yes.
You know, and they were so elated because they had just scored 10 seconds earlier.
So they got relaxed.
They got relaxed. And that's the best time to attack someone is right after they score.
Yeah, we did not want overtime. We were ready to get out of the heat, and we didn't want to give them no more chances.
We didn't want any overtime either. And quite frankly, I've had all of Liberal that I want for a couple of years, having been down here twice in the last 3 days.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm so tired of the bus rides and Jersey Mikes.
Well, congratulations to you. You've got a lot of work cut out for us. We've still got games to play.
Yeah, game tomorrow.
Okay.
At home.
Home.
So
how about that? Were you surprised to learn that we would get a home game if we won?
Honestly, yes, because I did think Garden City was going to beat Topeka. I did think that.
I didn't either. I don't think anybody expected, just because Garden City has been dominant in their own ballgame, and forget the level of competition or who they play. You win a bunch of games, you still won a bunch of games no matter who you're playing against. So
I'm very grateful to play at home. Home field advantage always. And 9 times out of 10, our opponent never plays on grass, so that helps us out a lot.
It will help us a lot not to have them on grass, because I know Topeka plays on turf.
Yeah.
And for you personally, as a senior, it gives you another home game.
It does give me another home game. I thought I was never going to play on the field again.
Well, now you thought wrong, because now here you go. One more, you got one more try. This will be the last one, win, lose, or draw.
And make it count.
Make it count. All right, congratulations again on a great game.
Thank you.
2 goals, including the game winner in Liberal. Raylan Grant, our star of the game. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly with our pregame visit with head coach Christina Commons right here on NWHS Grizz.
This is the McCurdy Real Estate at Auction Varsity Pregame Show. Coach Christina Commons reviews the last varsity game and takes a look at today's upcoming contest. Sponsored by McCurdy Real Estate at Auction. Real estate, but better. And now, let's join Coach Commons with Kevin Arkin.
And now we're back. It's time for the McCurdy Real Estate and Auction pregame show. We're joined, as always, before our varsity contest by our varsity head coach, Christina Commons. And Coach, I don't mind looking back at this one. Beautiful, beautiful game in Liberal, and my goodness, what a finish.
Oh, it was beautiful, and if you go back and watch any of it, you'll probably feel like there was a lull in the game or this or that, and you had to stay the whole way zoned in.
Yep.
If you weren't watching the whole game, you missed the best action. So it was amazing to see.
Probably one of the best all-around games I've seen this bunch play. And, Ashley and I both predicted this because we watched that first 3 minutes on Monday night, and we totally dominated that 3 minutes. So all we had to do was replicate that for another 77, and we're cooking with gas.
Yes, and I felt the same way when we were practicing yesterday, getting that extra day, and I'm glad we did, because we made what we did in practice than what we did today in the game. But that was not the same team that we saw those first 3 minutes. They did the work as well. They were prepping for it, and I think that is a disadvantage is pausing the games and then coming back.
Yeah.
So I'll give them the shout out. They did good. They competed, and that wasn't quite exactly what I was hoping for. But a win's a win. You got to get excited.
A win's a win, and that's a big win. And I've got to ask you to do the same thing I asked Raylan to do when we visited with her. Take us through that last goal.
Oh man! Right as soon as they scored, we get the kickoff. I wanted something to quick go. We needed to go. We needed to get down in there, and I'm hollering at him. I didn't even think I had Kim's attention, and trying to come this way. Braylon didn't even think she was understanding what was going to happen, and the little bit of the passing that ended up happening after the kickoff was kind of similar to things we were working on in practice. The movement and the 2 feet, and then from center mid to a forward or an outside mid and in. So it was really, really nice to see it happen, and it worked. It wasn't planned or anything. The first half was all that was planned. Other than that, it was just magic.
It was magic indeed, and for everybody, just you could see. First of all, you could see the Liberal balloon deflate as soon as that ball went in. You know, after they had worked so hard to tie it, then to give it back right back in 12 seconds. You know, nothing is worse to a team, as you know, because we've been on the other end of that as well before. So that, I mean, that does happen. But you know, what a lift it is for our girls to play that last 69 seconds. You know, concentrating on defense and playing smart, and they played smart. And you know, you can manage the clock.
Yes.
They managed the clock. I mean, you know, they held the ball, pick off a few seconds. Liliana dribbled it around a little bit, burned off 5 or 7 seconds, then picked it up and distributed. Pressure comes on, hit a high floater, infield fly rule, out of bounds. That'll take away 5 seconds. They did it all perfect, just like you would write it in the textbook.
Oh, it was. And I think what's even more exciting, I mean, the girls probably are super ecstatic. We don't have a practice before the next game, because the energy they're bringing right now, if we can bring that to the field again tomorrow, anything can happen. And that's what I'm excited for.
And I've got to ask about that. Is fitness going to be an issue? Having played this game in the heat, it was hot on that field tonight. It was over 100. To have to come back in 24 hours and do it and play another game after what they've been through, is fitness going to be an issue for them?
You know, I mean, we don't have a very deep bench. We don't play very much off of it, and that's just kind of how I've kind of worked things throughout the year. It's not just this year. I was kind of the same way last year as well. I'm hoping fitness is not. And just what I asked him today, I said, it's all internal. It's all your inside. How much drive do you have? How much will do you have? How much can you compose yourself and play the game? And you can just see it just work and work. And even when we got that last goal, they didn't give up.
No,
as
they
long
did
as
not.
we don't give up, anything can happen.
That's exactly right. Tell us what you know about Topeka, who is our opponent here tonight. And by the way, at home.
Yep, at home. I'm super excited to be at home on that grass field again. We don't really know anything about them. We can look at scores, and you can compare them with other schools that we have played, schools that they've played that have played someone else that we have played. You can do that all day, right? You can look at the stats, you can look at the numbers. But unless you actually have something to watch of them, there's not a lot you can say. But at the same time, that kind of gets me a little more excited. We didn't know anything about Liberal either. We weren't sure exactly what to expect. We knew we had to play the way we wanted to play, and that's what we did tonight, and it came out in our favor. So as long as we go in playing the way we want to play, I think the game can be in our favor again.
You can ask the refs for some hydration breaks during the halves tonight, and it's going to be just as hot. We don't have turf to deal with, but it's going to be another hot night.
It's going to be another hot night. The wind could be a different factor as well. Are we going to have some cloud cover? I mean, there's a lot of things that can also go into this situation. The water break may not be a bad idea for both teams. I mean, they just played yesterday, so I mean,
something to talk to the refs
think about. Yeah, something to think about.
Yeah, something for you to kind of maybe plant the seed a little bit, with our officials and see what happens. Okay, we know that. Let's talk injuries. We know Nevaeh is dealing with it. And Max has been dealing with it all year, and she really had problems after the game, after the Liberal game.
Yes.
What can you tell us about that?
Probably, I'm not going to for sure close the door. We're going to see what happens and how she feels tomorrow. But most likely she will not be playing. The reason, and I tell my girls this, I tell my parents this, and even me as a parent, I would hope my coach is thinking this of my child as well, is this something worth that battle? She's been battling this most of the season. Her and I even talked about, do you think this could be from what happened last year? And if if that's the case, that's 2 soccer seasons, the same pain, the same frustration, and it's not getting better. It seems to be getting worse. So my hope is that we can get her better as a player and a person and not have those feelings, because I don't want her to live like this. So I want to make sure she's in a good place and all of that. And it will ultimately be up to her and her parents as well on what they would like to do. But my mind is I would like to see her get some rest, because the hope in the end, always in my mind, is the next game. I keep looking forward, and I'm not trying to say looking forward too much, but it would be nice to have her maybe for the next game, not this one, if we can.
Okay. How about Izzy Santiago? She played obviously only less than a minute of the game. We know that she's not been feeling well. What's her status?
Yeah, she kept asking if she could get in and go and play, and I waited closer to the end where I probably should have gotten her in at the beginning, but she's been sick. I don't know what bug is going around, but she has now got it. She's taking medicine. She's trying to take care of herself. Being in the hot sun does not help. So we tried it, and she did exactly what I needed to her. I even told her, I said, just a few minutes, give me a few minutes and see what we can do. It gave another player that rest that was needed, and then we put them back in, and it worked out perfectly.
And that's probably as valuable as scoring the winning goal.
It is. It doesn't matter how many minutes you play. And to me, even as anybody, if you go in and you do what was asked, you could have been in for 10 minutes, you could have been in it for 90 minutes. No matter what, you were a part of that game. You were a part of that, what happened and that outcome.
Okay. Best of luck tonight against Topeka High. And win, lose, or draw, this is our last visit of the season. Okay?
All right.
And I want to thank you for taking the time to visit all throughout the season and keep our families and our friends and our fans up to date on how things are going inside the coaching staff.
And I'm hoping that even the fans agree with me. They appreciate you and the fact that you do this out of the kindness of your heart for our girls and our families. We can express the joy and excitement for them.
I appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome, and you're more than welcome as well. Alrighty, let's go get a W. And so when I see you around the building, I can say good luck and stay.
Yes, thank you.
Head coach Christina Commons joining us pregame. Stay tuned. We're going to take a 60-second timeout and hear from our good friends at McCurdy Real Estate and Auction. And then we'll be back with the starting lineup and the play-by-play of tonight's regional final against Topeka High. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
I'm ready.
Me too.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Whole marketing campaign of this property and sold right to you.
Shall we book it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think this is it.
Wichita Northwest Grizzlies soccer is on the air. Welcome to Grizzly Nation to another webcast of your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies as they take on the best teams in Kansas and pursue a 6A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long on youtube.com/NWHSGRIZZ. Today's webcast is brought to you through the support of the many sponsors of this year's Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament, including the following: Mel Hambledon Ford at the big corner of 119th West and Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. Thank you, Lisa Hamilton. And by Tom Lassiter and Fleeson, Gooing, Colson, and Kitch, attorneys in the Epic Center at 301 North Main. We believe our clients' best interests and needs are our own. By Credit Union of America, where members are the owners. With branches all over the Wichita metro area, Credit Union of America stands ready to serve you. By Dan Garreau and the law firm of Dugan & Garreau, experts in personal injury, business law, workers' compensation, wills, and trusts. Located at 3636 North Ridge Road, Suite 100. By McCurdy Real Estate and Auction, 12041 East 13th Street at K96, serving Kansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma for over 40 years. Real estate, but better. By the Joe and Judy Coughlin and the Chris and Jan Schumacher families, strong supporters of Grizzly soccer through the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund. By the Jeff and Amy Wallena family, in memory of Darrell Rhodes, one of the biggest fans in Grizzly Nation. By the Victory Project, helping kids fighting cancer on a daily basis and supporting research to diagnose and treat childhood diseases early. By Todd Eflin Narrates, voice audio for commercials, phone systems, videos, and books. Online at toddeflin.com, TODDEFLIN.com. By the Robert L. Gould Foundation, a philanthropic trust assisting the educational needs of young people at Northwest for over 10 years. By the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund, providing scholarship assistance to Northwest soccer seniors each year through the support of the Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament. And by the many other sponsors who make this webcast possible. And now, to the field, and the voice of the Grizzlies, Kevin Arkin.
Thank you, Todd Eflin. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and we welcome you to Wichita Northwest High School for a surprise, unannounced home game here in the 5A state playoffs. This is the regional final, and the Grizzlies, by virtue of their 3-2 win last night in Liberal, advanced to the regional final against the Topeka High School Trojans, who, by virtue of their win in penalty kicks on Monday, advanced past Garden City. And since we are a higher seed than Topeka, we got the bid for the home game, and here we are back at Bobby Ribieska Family Stadium. Pretty nice day today, temperature in the mid-70s, a little bit of a breeze out of the northeast. Not a lot of wind to speak of, not a cloud in the sky. We're not going to get wet. And things are moving right along for a 6 o'clock start for this regional championship game. The winner of this game will play on Monday at a place and against an opponent that will be determined later. After all of today's games are completed, they will reseed everything. And I can guarantee if we win today, this will be our last home game.
Oh, absolutely.
And win, lose, or draw, this will be our last broadcast of the year, as we cannot get rights to the state quarterfinal and semifinal rounds. So this will be our final broadcast of the year. I want to thank all of you for your support throughout the year, and hope you've enjoyed it. I know a few people enjoyed the last 2 minutes last night. Ashley Isbell is
I did not enjoy that so much.
The Grizzlies side of the ledger just went bonkers when Raylan Grant scored the game winner only 12 seconds after Liberal had tied the game. I've never seen that before. I'm glad to see it.
It was fantastic, and they did an amazing job with it.
Yeah.
Although the stress of the last minute and a half was not necessary.
Well, that's probably true. We're going to go ahead and take a commercial timeout. Hear a message from the Kansas State High School Activities Association, and then we'll be back. So stay with us. We're 8 minutes from kickoff. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Soccer. Still has the connection. Okay. I need to find the microphone. Do you fucking mind? And we welcome you back. We're about to make our pregame announcements here. Topeka and Northwest going to tee it off here at the top of the hour. Winner goes on, loser goes home and calls it a year. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Wichita Northwest High School soccer program head coach Christina Commons, along with assistant coach Michelle Lawrence, welcomes you to Northwest High for tonight's 6A regional final, featuring the Trojans of Topeka High School and your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. We also extend a warm Grizzly welcome to any Northwest alumni in attendance at tonight's game, as well as to our guests from Topeka High. Tonight's game is sanctioned by the Kansas State High School Activities Association. High school sports are intended to be an extension of the classroom, teaching teamwork, responsibility, and sportsmanship. Rule 52 requires each of us to reinforce these lessons on the playing field. Spectators are expected to provide positive encouragement to the players of both teams and to respect all players, coaches, and officials while maintaining an atmosphere of sportsmanship throughout the contest. We appreciate your cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, the concession stand is open at this time before the game. We have a limited selection as this game was not on our original schedule. They do have Gatorade, they have water, chips, and what? And what? And some candy as well. The concession stand is located in the building just north of the main entry gate to the stadium. You think I can remember 4 things? I am so tired.
I went home and took a nap.
Today was the last day of finals here at Northwest, ladies and gentlemen, and I, for one, am glad that it's the last day of finals because it's been a long semester for yours truly.
Well, and it's been a long week.
And it has been an extra long week with the 2 trips this week. Okay. Teams are still warming up. The officials have not yet emerged.
Yeah, they are actually right under us.
Like I said, the officials are right here under us. Getting ready to hold the coin toss. Or they may be holding the coin toss directly under us.
No.
I don't know the officials. I know Bill Keeley is one of the officials.
No, there they
I do
go.
not recognize the other two gentlemen. And they're calling for captains here. We'll let you watch the coin toss as it takes place. Decent crowd gathering on this unannounced soccer playoff game evening.
I know there was definitely some parents over there that were excited that we were going to be here as opposed to somewhere else.
Well, the somewhere else might have been Garden City had Topeka not done us a favor.
Exactly.
Or it might have been Liberal if we hadn't done Topeka a favor.
It's true.
Wind picking up a little bit, so what else is new?
It wouldn't be soccer in Kansas if the wind didn't pick up.
Yeah, well, but it's still not miserable.
No.
As it normally is up here. I'm running out of paperweights to hold everything down. Northwest has won the toss. And they're going to take the wind, if I see all this pointing going correctly.
They're going to defend
They're going to play
the
from
south
right to
goal.
left, which will have the wind at their back. There's that. And as soon as the players gather up here, we'll be able to get the player introductions going. A lot of activity here at Northwest, besides the fact today was the last day of finals. There is a regional track meet here today, and it's going on right behind us. The track is about 150 yards away, directly behind us, so there's a lot of activity, a lot of traffic on campus.
A lot of buses.
Yes. We're still waiting for Topeka to get up here on the line so that we can get this thing kick-started. And they are making their way out as we speak. No, they're not.
Yeah, well, they were getting lined up. They're making sure, the referees are asking the girls to double check to make sure they have no jewelry on.
That's a good idea.
It's a great idea. We don't need an immediate yellow for improper equipment.
Well, exactly. No excuse for improper equipment, folks. Just thought I'd tell you that. And they're heading out. And we're going to get ready here to introduce the Lady Trojans first. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineup for both teams. Beginning with the visitors, the Lady Trojans of Topeka High School. In goal, a junior wearing number 00, Sierra Belair Cerna. Freshman defender number 3, Freedom Moore. Sophomore defender number 5, Kale Hernandez. Freshman midfielder number 6, Emma Shell. Sophomore forward number 7, Isela Mesta. Junior midfielder number 10, Rayleigh Shipley. Junior midfielder number 12, Natalie Barnes. Senior midfielder number 13, Alexa Aguirre. Junior midfielder number 22, Dana Chavarria Dela Cruz. Senior defender number 23, Maya Elwood. And freshman defender number 24, Haley Carroll. The Lady Trojans are coached by Derek Snook. He's assisted by David Tiffany and Antonio Gonzalez. Ladies and gentlemen, the Topeka High School Lady Trojans. And now, the starting lineup for your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. In goal, a captain and senior, number 1, Liliana Hernandez. On defense, a junior, number 2, Nevaeh Villa. At midfield, a junior, number 5, Emily Bravo. At midfield, a senior captain, number 6, Raylan Grant. At midfield, a freshman, number 7, Adri Bootsma. At forward, a freshman, number 10, Kimmy Aguero. On defense, a freshman, number 13, Bonnie Rueda. On defense, a junior, number 16, Amaya Alvarez. On defense, a sophomore, number 20, Audrey Thomas. And on defense, a senior captain, number 21, Lillian Schilling. And at forward, a freshman, number 23, Kimberly Johnston. The Grizzlies are coached by Christina Commons. She's assisted by Michelle Lawrence. The managers are Amaya Bates and Eliana Sanford. Ladies and gentlemen, your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please stand and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. The training staff of the Grizzlies is headed by Andrea Allen, Our services are furnished courtesy of Ascension Via Christi Sports Medicine. Your official scorer tonight is Art Shook. We want to take a moment to thank some of the sponsors who make Grizzly soccer possible. They include Mel Hambleton Ford, Credit Union of America, Dugan and Giroux Attorneys, the Gould Foundation, Gecko Painting, Security First Title, and the families of Tom Lassiter, Joe and Judy Coughlin, and Chris and Jan Shoemaker. All right, folks, and we are ready to kick off here. In the first half, the Trojans will defend the south goal. In goal for Topeka, number 00, Sierra Belair Cerna. And in goal for the Grizzlies, number 1, Liliana Hernandez. She looks different.
Because the Trojans are defending the north goal.
Oh, I looked at the pink jersey and, yeah. Thank you very much. It's been a long week for those of you who are keeping score at home, and even if you're not. No wonder she looked different. See, I told you. You never listen to me. Whoops. Hey, thanks. Uh-oh. I already see a problem. Oh, for crying out loud. Hang on, folks. We're having a clock problem. So what is new? There we go. All righty. Topeka has it. Topeka's in white, by the way. Grizzlies are in their home blues. And here comes Northwest back to center. Kimmy Aguero couldn't keep it. And Topeka gets it back. And here's a breakaway for Topeka. A shot, and it goes wide. Thank you very much. And that'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick, Northwest. This goal kick brought to you by Mel Hambleton Ford at the big corner of 119th Street West in Kellogg. Lillian Schilling brings it out herself on the near side. Give and go back to Schilling. Now Schilling will send it up for Kimberly Johnston. Johnston, tried to get back to Emily Bravo and missed the target. And it'll be a throw in for the Lady Trojans. And the ball comes down center. Maya Elwood has it now again for Topeka, and she'll send one forward here for Meista. Isela Meista. Hernandez has it taken away by Bravo. Now Raylan Grant, who scored 2 last night, including the game winner. There's Kimmy Aguero trying to do a heel pass, but there was nobody there anyway. Out of play to Northwest. I'm sorry, to Topeka. Northwest gets it back. Trying to get it to Johnston again. Instead, we'll go backward. Lillian Schilling will send it over on the near side. Trying to thread the needle for Johnston. This is going to go out of play. It did not.
Kept it in.
That's a pretty good job of keeping it in. Poor anticipation on my part. Alvarez to Grant. Now Grant sends a long one. That's going to be too long, and Cerna will have an easy pickoff for a goalkeeper distribution. 3 minutes in, no score. Northwest and Topeka. Hernandez sends one to the far side. And that one was intended for Bravo to run through to, and it just wasn't long enough into the wind. There's a long one through, and Liliana will be there for it. And she'll have her own distribution. And we're glad you could join us wherever you are on planet Earth for this unexpected pleasure, being back home one last time. That one's going to go out of play, and it will belong to the Grizzlies. Bravo sends it back to Thomas, back to Bravo. Oh, Bravo tried to thread the needle to Johnston again. And this time she did it. Kimberly with it. She'll send one across. And nobody got there with a blue shirt, but Raylan Grant is giving chase. And down it comes, down the middle it comes. And Hernandez will send it back up the middle to Bravo. Bravo left one for Schilling. Schilling now to Alvarez and back to Emily Bravo. Bravo, nice ball for Kimberly Johnston. Johnston again sends one across. Raylan Grant can't get to it. There's Bootsma though. And Bootsma takes a shot, and there's a save by Cerna on the first shot of the game by Northwest. And the Northwest bench is excited at the offense.
You just need to keep up some of this offense.
Schilling fell on this. Now here's a breakaway for Topeka. And an easy score. Well, when Schilling lost her footing, that was it. Now tell me who that was.
Haven't a clue.
I assume it's this gal with her hands in the air. Number 12.
Haven't a clue.
Lady Trojans goal scored by number 12, Natalie Barnes, unassisted. And the Grizzlies trail. Oh, I never stopped the clock. I forgot Andy's not here. Our executive producer is producing in the concession area tonight. We'll get the clock fixed here in a minute. In the meantime, we'll put up a goal for the other team. 33-40. Actually, we're right where we should be on the clock, so that worked out well. We have a whistle and a free kick coming for Topeka.
Jamison McHugh setting up to come in.
That one is headed, unfortunately, the wrong direction, and here's Topeka with another chance. That one goes by Liliana. And we have a substitution. Substitution for Northwest, number 14, Jamison McHugh. Grizzlies will take the goal kick here, get things going. And it's headed by Topeka. And we have an offside call. Offside Topeka, free kick Northwest. Kimberly Johnston couldn't settle it.
She wins it back.
Yeah, she did a nice job there of winning that back. Now she sends one across. Here's a chance for Bootsma, far side. And that one goes into the crowd. That'll be a throw in for Topeka. Very unfortunate. We'll try our new spotting system tonight. And 4.
And there is a foul on Topeka, so Grizzlies will have a nice free kick.
And here comes Topeka to make another run. Oh, nice block that time. Good job defensively by Nevaeh Villa, who quite frankly is the biggest surprise on the field tonight, that she's even playing, much less starting. Topeka brings it up the far side. That pass is intercepted, stays in play. And Northwest has it. Raylan Grant in the center circle. Raylan, oh, she sent one that was intercepted. She was trying to get that one over here on the near side to Aguero. And Kimmy has pushed off the ball. Now she sends one forward. That is chested by Maya Elwood. And out of play it goes. It'll belong to Northwest. Across the front. And that one goes over for a goal kick. Goal kick, Topeka. Substituting for the Lady Trojans, number 4, Lauren Wadley. Number 17, Milani Kanjiani. And number 18, Sarah Valera Lopez Pintor. Yes, we have a lot of alphabet soup in the names tonight. Up the middle it comes. Oh, that one got past Villa, and here comes another chance for Topeka, 3-on-2. Shot taken, goes wide. That'll be another goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick, Northwest. Pardon me, I swallowed a bug.
Extra protein.
Protein. I just needed some extra protein. Audrey Thomas intercepts that one, gets it back. Now the Grizzlies, they can't maintain possession all of a sudden. Topeka's out possessing him. And here's another chance, and Liliana's there. And fortunately for the Grizzlies. 28 to go, first half. Grizzlies down 1-0. They trailed last night as well before coming back and taking the lead twice. This one's going to be a throw-in for Northwest. Substitution for Northwest, number 8, Toby Mitchell. Mitchell will come in, replacing Audrey Thomas. Villa sends it out to center of the wind, holding it up now. Topeka again bringing it down the far side. This time it's sent over the near side where it's intercepted by Wadley. She'll send one forward. Here comes Topeka. Wadley again with it. Back to Elwood. Now up to Dela Cruz. And Topeka still with the ball. Now Johnston has it for Northwest. She'll leave one for Kimmy Aguero, and she'll send a long one that was intended for a run-through by McHugh, and it didn't happen.
Boosma wins it back over there, but we lose it to a throw-in on the far side.
Topeka at center, and they turn it over. Raylan Grant with it. That's always a good sign. We're going to miss her next year. We're going to miss all these kids that are graduating next year. Grizzlies had something going there for a moment. They can get this build-up going down there. There's Alvarez with it. And Amaya will send it over here to Aguero. Kimmy, nice chip forward. Nobody there to receive it, though. Aguero intercepts that one. She sends one that's going to go wide right, and that'll be a goal kick for this Topeka goal kick, brought to you by Credit Union of America, a full-service financial institution with offices conveniently located throughout Wichita. Be a member of Credit Union of America. 5-13. I'm kind of liking this. And a 4. Topeka with the ball. Grizzlies pop one up there for Johnson. She can't do much with it. Bonnie Rueda fighting hard. Now she sends a long one. That's going to go wide. And that will be
a goal kick.
Substitutions for Topeka, number 13, Alexa Aguirre. And for Northwest, number 4, Addison Porter. And number 5, Emily Bravo. All this with 24 to go in the first half. Grizzlies had it for a moment. Now it comes back, and Raylan Grant fighting for it. And a foul called. It'll belong to Topeka. They called that foul on Grant. Out it comes to center. Grizzlies intercepted. Nice ball, and over here now to Johnson. She sends one up. There's nobody there where she sent it. And Topeka comes away with it. Coming down the floor is Aguirre, who just came in. Nice interception. Lillian Schilling on defense. We're going to miss her next year. Keep that ball in. Yeah. Addison Porter gave up on that one. That one's going to go out of play and belong to Northwest. Good effort, however. Porter has it, sends it back now to Mitchell. Toby sends one to center, hoping to get it to Alvarez. Didn't work. Here's a nice pass and a shot and a save by Hernandez. And I don't like the way this is going, Ashley.
No, we haven't done horrible, but we're not getting.
We don't have the intensity we had last night.
No. And
Porter with it for Northwest up the near side. She'll send one forward. Tried to get it to Raylan Grant. That really was a pretty good ball. As it turns out, Bravo had it for a moment, couldn't keep it. And here's a build-up, and a shot goes over everything. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. This Northwest goal kick brought to you by the Tom Lassiter family. The Lassiters have been proud supporters of Grizzly soccer in memory of Carla for many years. Up the middle, intended for Bravo. Intercepted nicely by Kanjiani. Topeka still with it. There's one sent back out to center. And the Grizzlies just cannot maintain. They're not getting the passes.
They're definitely not playing near the level they were playing last night.
Here we go. 5-on-5 now comes Topeka. Oh, that was a nice tackle. Beautifully done by Alvarez. That one goes out of play, and it will belong to Topeka. Raylan Grant gets that one. Come on, Raylan, start something. Back to Alvarez. Alvarez sent that back to Raylan. It went through the wickets, and Topeka comes away with it. Now Toby Mitchell intercepts that, gets it back to Alvarez, who sends one up the left side, intended for Bootsma. And Adri, nice block. Don't give up on it. Grizzlies come away with it. Grant, back to Schilling. Schilling up the middle, intended for, I believe, for Addison Porter. Porter now sends one up. And we have a whistle.
Handball.
Free kick coming.
Just outside the box.
We got burned on a set piece here
last night. Yep. Let's get one. There it is in the air. That's going to be way high and right. That'll be a goal kick for. Goal kick, Topeka. Substituting for Northwest, number 10, Kimmy Aguero, and number 20, Audrey Thomas. Waiting the goal kick, here it comes. Topeka controls it, and they've got some numbers now. Schilling sends it wide. Out of play it goes. It's going to stay with Northwest.
Down the far side, Grizzlies trying to work it. Jamison with it. Gets a little hip check there. And now she centers one, and it will be Cerna getting it for Topeka. Good idea, though, to get the ball played into the box somewhere. Good punt with the wind. And we have a foul call. That'll be a free kick for Northwest. And there's another long one, and headed out by, oh boy, right in the chops that time.
Easy pickup. Hey, that's okay.
Yeah.
A little bit more offense. We just need to keep it down here and keep going.
Yep, Cerna picked off that one. Schilling. Nice give and go. Lillian sends it up to Thomas. Thomas now back to Toby. Toby Mitchell send it up. And Topeka gets that and clears it back to center. Coming down the far side, and nicely done by Bonnie Rueda to take that ball away. Goes out of play. It will be a throw-in for Topeka, though. That one headed by Villa.
Grizzlies win it back.
Raylan Grant sends a long one down, but there's nobody home.
Well, a little too straight.
Schilling to Alvarez. Alvarez back to Grant. Via Bravo. Bonnie Rueda gets that one and brings it up. Grizzlies starting to show some life here. Grant forward for Jamison McHugh. There's a long shot and an easy save by Cerna. In the air, out it comes towards center. Toby Mitchell gets a head on it, goes the wrong way. Now we're in trouble. And Mitchell got burned by Mesta. Bravo trying to feed it into Jamison McHugh. She gets it back. Tried to get that one to Raylan Grant, who overran it. Now Topeka High is on the march again. There's a centering pass, and this is trouble. Shot is blocked by the defense and then finally cleared away. That's pretty good play there by the defensive back line of Northwest. The Lady Trojans still with it. Now we have a whistle.
Offside.
Offside the call. Offside, Topeka, free kick Northwest. Lillian Schilling will take this one. And she sends it out here in the neighborhood of Audrey Thomas. Audrey with it. And she couldn't keep it.
Toby Mitchell sending one to center. Emily Bravo giving chase. Comes back. Nevaeh Villa chips it wide. How we doing, ladies? Oh, gosh.
3-5-8-19-22.
For Topeka, subbing number 3, Moore. Number 5, Hernandez. Number 22, Dela Cruz.
8.
Number 8, Gutierrez.
And 19.
And number 19, Carlos Oliveros. And coming in for Northwest, number 23, Kimberly Johnston.
And number 7.
And number 7, Adri Bootsma. Hey, we got them all. Thank you very much there, Madam Executive Producer. Couldn't have done it without you. Well, we have 2 players down in a heap. Play on, says the referee. Now we have a throw-in coming for Topeka on the far side, deep in Grizzly territory. Approaching 10:30 remaining in the first half. Grizzlies trail 1-0.
You just got a message, I think.
Maybe. All right, Grizzlies, let's get something moving here now. We didn't do it that time. Maya Alvarez goes down in a heap. This one up. Kimberly Johnston can't get to it. Emily Bravo fighting for it. She can't get it either. Finally, McHugh gets a foot on it and sends it forward. Aguirre couldn't handle the pass. Nevaeh Villa will send it into the middle, but Liliana Hernandez is there. On the far side in front of the sellout crowd, everybody wanting some shade, so they're playing in the shade of the tree. Nice play there by Alvarez. The Grizzlies just can't get the ball back. However, this one's going to go out of play and belong to Topeka. Good effort by Adri Bootsma to get there. And again, out of play to Topeka. Bootsma gets ahead on that one. Bravo centering one for Johnston. Here's a chance. A shot goes up over the, and it's too bad.
Just over.
That had some banana on that ball.
Oh, but he is calling a corner.
Is he really?
He is really calling a corner.
Corner kick. Northwest.
He is really. He signaled.
Understand.
He signaled there was a
I guess he signaled that somebody touched it. I didn't see it. Kimberly Johnson will take the corner kick on the near side. The wind is pushing the ball away from the goal. And now there's plenty of it. Loose in front. Bootsma couldn't get a foot on it.
And we just got a penalty kick.
He did call a penalty kick by George. Grizzlies are going to get a chance here to tie this puppy up.
Emily Bravo is going to take the kick.
Emily's taking it. That referee making sure everybody's where they need to be. Here's the shot. Score. And they're saying no goal.
Because they didn't stop the clock, I think.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Come on, Arthur.
Darn it. I don't know if he actually gave the signal, though.
No, if it's a PK,
Originally.
you got to stop it.
Yeah.
So she'll have to do it twice. And she did
does.
it twice.
Well,
Northwest Grizzly goal. On the penalty, the goal scorer, number 5, Emily Bravo. Okay, we're just inside 7 minutes remaining, and we're tied up now. It's all even. Topeka kicks off. And, you know, with the way this has gone so far, if we could get out of this half even, I think that's a win.
I would agree. I mean, because then we will have the wind next half. Not that
and a
you
chance
know,
to
it may
regroup. Liliana in trouble. Down it goes, and that will be a goal kick.
Uh-oh.
Now the question is, will Liliana get up? And she is in pain.
We have, yep, and the clock just got stopped. We have 2 girls down.
We have a couple players down.
It appears, okay, well, one is getting up. Nevaeh Villa is getting up.
7, 13. Can you tell me who's down? Is that that is Liliana?
That's Liliana.
Anybody else?
Nevaeh Villa was down.
She's up.
But she's up for the moment.
The injured Northwest Grizzly player is Liliana Hernandez.
And over to...
Liliana's been nursing a bad back.
Yeah. Over to my right, kind of behind me, is April warming up.
Well,
As I would think
that April would come in only because they have to take her. They have to sub her.
Well, I have a sneaking suspicion just because she's still down, she'll be coming out.
Yeah, this may be a bit.
She's not popping back up.
No, it looks like we're gonna be a bit. So we're gonna go ahead and take a 60-second timeout. And then we'll be back. So stay with us. This is NWHS Grizz and Gene Grizzly Soccer.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Well, Liliana Hernandez is on her feet.
But it does appear to be her shoulder.
Yeah, she's grabbing that shoulder.
And she's been nursing that shoulder, I think, most of the season.
it's obvious he's coming out of the game, so. Now we have a bunch of subs coming in.
Let's see, I know I saw number 7 over there. Have no idea.
Substitutions for Topeka. Number 6, Emma Shell. Number 3, Frida Moore. And number 7, Isela Mesta. Coming in for Northwest, number 13, Bonnie Rueda. And now playing goal for the Grizzlies, wearing number 0, April Isbell. No jumping off the balcony, please.
I don't promise anything.
I don't promise anything. Okay,
that's why I try to just stay focused on where the ball is, so I don't jump. Because I'm sure at some point I will be ready for it.
Okay, we're back underway. Schilling takes the goal kick, gets it out here to Bootsma on the near side. Back to McHugh, now back to Bootsma. Adrie sends one forward, nobody home. Topeka comes away with it. And here's a run now by the Lady Trojans. Big shot! Score!
Just over.
Rayleigh Shipley scores for Topeka. I don't have the assist information. Topeka high goal scored by number 10, Rayleigh Shipley. So the Grizzlies they trail again. Johnston and Bravo can't control it. You know, just between you, me, and the lamppost, Ashley, I don't understand why Topeka was the number 14 seed.
Well, but there's a lot of it that...
There's a lot of good ball players on this team.
Well, but some of it is just in who each school plays.
Substituting for Northwest, number 6, Raylan Grant.
I mean, there's been plenty of there's been schools that have not been in the top 5 that have gone all the way to state.
Yeah.
And it's only because of who they play.
A lot of it has to do with that. Some teams match up better against some teams than others. Here's a chance on the far side. Goes out of play, and it will be a throw in for Topeka. Substituting for Topeka, number 17, Milani Kanjiani.
I just heard that you said that name right. Way to go.
You heard what?
I heard you said the name right.
Oh. I did. What, did somebody say something?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I always have one ear out.
Oh. Well, you know that. One in a row. Come on, Adrie, get there. Atta girl. Now keep it. Come on, Toby. Here comes Topeka back. This could be trouble. And Toby gets back, though, and now she'll have the ball. She'll send it out here to Bravo, right in front of us, who leaves it for Bootsma. Adri. Oh, nice ball for Raylan Grant. Come on, let's get this down there. Aguirre on the far side couldn't get anything going. Out of play. Stays with Topeka. Rueda with it. And two people on her, they pull it away and goes out of play. It'll stay with Northwest, however.
Nope, it's going to be a free kick for Northwest.
They call a foul back here?
He did call a foul back there.
Looks like they did. We'll take the foul. Approaching 2 minutes to go, first half. Grizzlies trail 2-1. Alvarez to Grant. Come on, Raylan. Big shot goes wide
Just
right.
Over.
Goal kick, Topeka. Toby Mitchell fighting defensively here. Come on, win that ball. Toby gets her legs in anyway. Ball worked down. One minute remaining in the first half.
And there we go.
Raylan Grant, come on, get a breakaway. There we go. Come on, Emily. She sends it over for Kimberly, and
it was just
I'd like
behind.
to see Emily run with that ball a bit.
Yeah, it was just behind Kimberly.
Last rush here for Topeka, 25 to go. Shot and a save by Isbell. Good anticipation by April. April boots it out towards center into the wind, short. And that'll do it. Halftime score. Topeka High 2 and Wichita Northwest 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the concession stand will remain open throughout halftime with a limited selection of items tonight. Some chips, candy, water, and Gatorade are available. The concession stand is located just north of the main entry gate to the stadium. And for those of you along the way, network-wise, we're going to take a pause here as well and get some rather exorbitant profit-making timeouts taken care of here. We'll be back in a few minutes, so stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
Friendly is finding a better rate, an instant debit card, scholarships and teacher grants for projects, loans specifically for teachers and healthcare professionals, being the #1 auto lender for a reason. More than $400,000 in community partnerships. Credit Union of America. Welcome to Friendly. Learn more at cuofamerica.com.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Shall we book it?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I love it.
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager at Mount Hamilton Ford. Have you been thinking about a new SUV? Right now is a great time to buy a new Ford at the big one of 119th and West Kellogg. EcoSport, Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition. Mount Hamilton Ford is sure to have the right vehicle to fit your size. And you know you can count on us with this great selection to find the right SUV at the best price to fit your budget. Check us out online or in person. Let us make your purchase easy with pickup and delivery right from your home or work. Mount Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover.
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
To challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
than you ever knew
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools.
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Grizzly Soccer Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates. I'm the voice you hear on our sponsor announcements. My wife is an alum of Northwest, and this is my 6th season as your announcer. I was a longtime radio personality in Wichita and now do full-time voice acting. You can use my voice for your business, like product or training videos, telephone systems, radio or TV spots, and audiobooks. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
Back at Northwest High, we are at halftime in this regional final contest. Grizzlies trailing it 2-1 at half. Got about 5 minutes remaining in half, and we're going to take a break of our own here and be back here in about 4 minutes. Get you set for the second half.
Hey man, you going out for football?
Band class still needs you, man. Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
And we welcome you back to Northwest, getting set for the start of the second half here. Teams are making their way back onto the field. I should say the team, Northwest, has yet to be heard from. We'll make sure whether or not April's going to stay in or if Liliana's going to return. Do you know? Do you know who's going to be in goal? Oh, yeah, I think you're right. Checking with our manager extraordinaire down there, Eliana Sanford. I just want to see who comes out to go into goal so I can make this announcement here. It's going to be Liliana. In the second half, Topeka will defend the south goal. In goal for the Lady Trojans, number 00, Sierra Belair Cerna. In goal for Northwest, number 1, Liliana Hernandez. So Liliana's going to be back, or at least going to try it anyway, here in half number 2. We'll see how this goes. Liliana has been nursing a bad back for about 5 weeks. Grizzlies will kick it off. And we're underway here in the second half of this regional final. Winner goes on to play Monday somewhere. And there's a foul and a quick free kick for Northwest. Be taken by Bonnie Rueda. Pretty good boot. Tried to get it over there on the far side. Now Bonnie comes up and gets it back and sends one forward. Johnston can't get to it. Emily Bravo giving chase over there. She was the original target a moment ago. Grizzlies have the wind at their back, what wind there is. It's blowing about 15 to 20. Throw-in comes in. Who's going to control it is the question. Looks like it's going to be Topeka. Aguero can't get it back. Down the near side it goes, and good job of keeping it in that time by Emma Schell. And good job by the Grizzlies to get it back. Here's Bootsma down the near side. She'll send one up here for Johnston. Back to Bootsma. Bootsma still with it. She puts one into space. And Emily Bravo comes up with it. Now Aguero sends it wide. And that's Toby Mitchell coming up to get it.
They're definitely looking better so far.
So far, I like them what I'm seeing. And it comes to, and Kimberly has it. She takes the long one. Too far for Miss Boothman to get to, and it will be a goal kick. This Topeka goal kick brought to you by the Coughlin and Shoemaker families. We thank them for their ongoing support of the Grizzly soccer program. Raylan a little bit too short for that one. Kimberly fighting for it, can't get a foot on it. Out of play to Northwest. Toby throws it in. Now headed forward. Topeka gets it back, but there's Bootsman to regain possession, at least for the moment. There's a shot by Johnston. And a pretty easy save by Cerna. 4 minutes gone, second half, 2-1, Grizzlies trail. They have not had the lead in this game. Raylan Grant. Johnston.
Love the fight for the ball.
Yep. And out of play to Topeka. Oh, my favorite name is coming back into the game. Milani Kanjiani. You heard it here first. Bootsma with it.
And with
got some room to work. Nothing wrong with that. Kimmy Aguero will send one back for Bootsma. She's going to have to run to it, but down she goes. Topeka comes away with it. Nice header by Alvarez in the direction of Aguero. There's one intercepted by Rueda. Out to center. Kimmy Aguero with it. She'll give it to Raylan Grant. Raylan sends it far wide. Bravo's over there. Pardon me. Bonnie Rueda again. Moore will send it back out towards center. In the center circle, Nevaeh Villa, who's been out there the whole game. And coming out of her goalkeeper spot is Hernandez to send it back to center. And we have a stoppage of play here and a foul called. Liliana has no trouble handling that. She'll have a goalkeeper distribution. 8 minutes gone now in the second half. Kimberly. To Amaya. To Raylan. Audrey. Actually, that's a pretty nice ball. We're not going to win the race to it.
Oh, it stayed in. And we have a few subs.
Substitutions for Topeka. Number 4, Lauren Wadley, and number 17, Milani Kanjiani. Coming in for Northwest, number 14, Jamison McHugh, and number 21, Lillian Schilling.
And they're putting Lillian Schilling up closer to the top to hopefully we can get some more.
Looks like Schilling's going to play offense. See if we get a little spark up there, And then we have another one. Maybe. And then maybe not. Good job, Bonnie Rueda, to steal that one. She gives it to Raylan Grant. Nice feed up the middle to Schilling. Schilling hustling to the corner. And it goes wide. It's going to be a throw in for Northwest. Thomas sends one forward. Now this one's going to go out of play, and it will be a throw in for Northwest. Looks like Toby Mitchell will do it. And it's picked off. Mitchell fighting for it again. Out of play to Northwest. Topeka with a chance here. Let's who's going to win the foot race. And it's Northwest, fortunately. And we have a whistle and a foul. That'll be a free kick for Topeka. Now we have a player down for Topeka. Looks like they're going to just tie her shoe. Is that what it looks like to you?
That is exactly what it looks like to me.
Now we're back to go again. Topeka with a free kick. Down far wide. It's going to go over for a goal kick. Goal kick Northwest. Substituting for the Lady Trojans, number 26, Jacqueline Perez. Topeka doing a nice job of working this one down. And a good job by Nevaeh Villa to come in there and take it away. Aguero couldn't control it. Maya Alvarez gets a foot on it. And they send it wide.
And now Schilling taking it down to the corner.
Centering pass, but nobody's home. And Topeka comes away with it. That's a pretty nice play. And trouble for Northwest. There's a shot and a great save by Hernandez. Liliana keeping us in the game, and now she's hurt again. Out to center, pretty good punt by Hernandez. Let's see what we get here. Come on, Grizzlies. Audrey Thomas with it. Sends it wide. Raylan Grant with it. 3 people on Raylan Grant. You think her rep's not out? Back up the middle. Kimmy Aguero pops it forward, but there's nobody home. There's one at the top of the penalty area that's being chased by Jamison McHugh, among others. Here's a long lead pass. Nevaeh Villa does a great job, and down she goes.
And
this could be a problem. Nevaeh Villa, who's been fighting the bad back. Andrea Allen is already on her way out there.
And we are stopping the clock.
They're going to stop the clock here for an injury. See how badly Nevaeh Villa's been hurt.
Well, she's coming off on her own willpower.
But she is coming off.
Yeah.
Did Johnston go in for her?
Johnston did go in for her.
Northwest substitution, number 23, Kimberly Johnston. Okay, we are ready to resume play here. .24 and change remaining, second half. Grizzlies down 2-1. Out to center it comes. Popped back by the Trojans.
Throw in on the far side for the Trojans.
You know, I'm looking into the reflection off of all those cars.
It's hard to see.
But you can't see a thing over there.
It's even hard to see on the camera.
I can understand that.
All right, Cam.
Here's a shot off the post. Oh my goodness. Hernandez missed the save, but the ball went off the post. Now it's been kicked out of play. And it will be a throw in for the Lady Trojans right in front of the concession stand building. Chip forward, but there's nobody there in a blue shirt. Nice run through, though. That goes out of play. It'll turn over to the Lady Trojans. On the far side. Went out of play. We should have some subs. There we go.
Yep.
Substitutions for Topeka. Number 6, Emma Schell. Coming in for Northwest. Number 7, Adri Bootsma. And Bravo comes off for Northwest. Out of play. Grizzlies will get the throw in. Now it'll be a throw in for Topeka. That didn't work out very well.
Well, Grizzlies got it back.
I have no idea what's going on here. That made no sense to me. And we have another whistle. Looks like we have a foul called on Northwest.
No, I think it must have hit the center.
Did it hit the ref?
It must have. I didn't see it.
I didn't either. I didn't see it hit him. McHugh sends one for Schilling. Oh, Lillian forgot the ball. Bonnie Rueda to Raylan Grant, and Grant goes down and is fouled. That'll be a free kick for Northwest. Kimberly Johnston will take this one. There's a long one, and it goes wide right.
Wide.
That'll be another goal kick for Topeka. This Topeka goal kick brought to you by Get-Go Painting of Lenexa, Kansas. We thank Northwest alum Stacy Higgins and her husband Danny for their longtime support of Grizzly soccer. At center. That one goes out of play, and it will belong to Northwest. Another one. Let's just do this over again. Grizzlies fighting hard. They just can't get it down there. Now here comes Topeka. 1-on-3. She waits to get some help. Now there's 4 of them. 5 of them down there. And it's sent over here on the near side to Perez. Perez with some real estate and a great job to clear that ball away. Beautifully defended. Give Bonnie Rueda all the credit in the world. She's not playing like a freshman, I'll tell you that. That'll be a throw in for Northwest. High ball in the air, lands in the center circle. Bootsma gets it. Now we turn it over to Topeka. Shadows beginning to lengthen here at Northwest.
Bootsma wins it.
There's a long one. And that's going to go wide right. That'll be another goal kick. Goal kick Topeka. Substituting for the Lady Trojans, number 12, Natalie Barnes. Goal kick is coming. Out here it comes. Alvarez gets ahead on it. And here comes a nice job by Aguero, sending it over here to McHugh. McHugh across the grain, and it went through everybody. Would have been perfect for a volley there.
And the Grizzlies will throw it in.
They will indeed. Kimberly Johnston back, sends one. It goes out of play now, and it will belong to Topeka. Substitutions for the Lady Trojans, number 19, Stephanie Carlos Oliveros. And for Northwest, number 5, Emily Bravo. Coming off, Kimmy Aguero will come off for Northwest. Grizzlies have it for the moment. Now Topeka gets it. Now the Grizzlies send one forward. Emily Bravo giving chase over there. Oh, she gave up on it. And Topeka comes away with it. Bonnie Rueda can't get it. And the ball still being worked down by Topeka. This one goes out of play. It will belong to Topeka for a throw-in. Be handled by Wadley, and she throws it in. Gets chested there by Johnston. We'll do it all over again. Beautiful ball from Emily to the center of the field. Jamison McHugh was trying to get that to Schilling, and she kind of shanked it a little bit. It'll be a throw-in for Topeka. 14 to go in the second half. Grizzlies down by 1. In 14 minutes, the season will be over for one of these teams, in all likelihood. Another throw-in coming. Boy, that last throw-in was terrible. That's much better. Centering pass, and it's chipped forward. Kimberly Johnston does the only thing she can do. She gets it out of danger. Corner kick, Topeka.
I think that's actually the first corner kick Topeka's had. Isn't it?
No, I don't think so. I think they had one in the first half.
Corner kicks have definitely been few and far between this game, though.
They have. There haven't been a lot. You're right. In the air and through everybody. Thank you very much. Here come the Grizzlies. Out to Jamison McHugh from Bootsma. Emily Bravo giving chase. Ball's chipped back in the wrong direction by the white shirts. There's a nice play. Bonnie Rueda will take charge, and down she goes. That'll be a foul and a free kick for Northwest. Kimberly Johnston will handle the free kick here, right below us. Pretty nice boot. And who's going to win it? Unfortunately, the white shirts win it. And here's a breakaway. Shot going, and pounding in. Natalie Barnes, that's her second goal of the game, makes it a 3-1 contest. Topeka High goal scored by number 12, Natalie Barnes. Well, it's a 2-goal lead, and that's not good. Grizzlies are in trouble.
Definitely not impossible, but
no, but we're still in trouble.
We are definitely in trouble.
Yeah. All right, girls, let's get something going. Throw in coming in from Bonnie Rueda.
A little too straight.
Yep. Cerna has no trouble handling that one. Punt out to center is won there by Amaya Alvarez. She gets it to Raylan Grant. Back now to Alvarez. Alvarez up to McHugh. McHugh on the side to Bravo. Lead pass, and it's cleared out. McHugh gets it again. Now here's Bravo. Maya Alvarez takes a long blast, and Cerna has no trouble with that one. Raylan Grant. Asking the referee for some help. She got shoved. What didn't take too kindly to it. Kimberly Johnston back there on defense. Will send it. Nice ball. Alvarez with some room. I'm sorry, Bonnie Rueda with room. Excuse me.
And
here's a run by,
but
offside. Offside, Topeka, free kick, Northwest. I was going to say that run, she had a wide open shot. That might be the reason why, though.
That was very much the reason why.
Grizzlies working it down. Schilling. There's a blast and an easy save by Cerna. Out to center it comes. Topeka in control for the moment. Bonnie Rueda sends it up. Here's a chance for Raylan Grant. She gets it over to McHugh. Jamison McHugh's shot goes over the top, and it will be a goal kick. Goal kick, Topeka. Subbing in for the Lady Trojans, number 7, Isela Mesta. And coming in for Northwest, number 10, Kimmy Aguero. Raylan Grant will take a breather. And she's been working out there, you can tell. Good job, Jamison McHugh, but she couldn't control it after she stopped it. Bonnie Rueda. Oh, lost it. Here comes Shipley down the floor with it. She passes it off, and now Maya Alvarez has it for Northwest and sends one forward for Lillian Schilling. Schilling for Bravo on the near side. Emily sends one across. At a volley attempt by Bootsma doesn't work. It goes wide left. Goal kick, Topeka. In the air it goes, far side. There's a shot right at Cerna, and she gave up a brief rebound, and McHugh was there, but Cerna came back and corralled it, and you can't argue with that.
That was, they were in the right spot.
Yep. 6.5 to go, second half, and quite frankly, things are starting to get a little serious here since we need 2. That one blocked, still in the center circle and still in possession of the Trojans. They send one down. Why offside? Offside, Topeka, free kick, Northwest. Offside calls have helped us a couple times in this
half for
last
sure.
few minutes, yeah. Out to center it comes. Jamison McHugh leaves it for Bravo. Bravo to McHugh. Back to Bravo. Now McHugh with it again. And she sends one wide. Nobody within range of it. Closest person was Bootsma.
Up and over everything.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the call for the sub. There we go. Substitution for Northwest, number 6, Braylon Grant. Jamison McHugh will come out. And here we go. Grizzlies need to get him in a hurry now. They've proven they can do that.
They have proven that.
Emily Bravo sends one. Kimmy Aguero couldn't do anything with it. And here comes Topeka back down. Nice feed there to Schilling. Come on, Lillian, get around that away. She got around their man. Now she's got to bring it down and do something with it. Centering pass, nobody's home. Lillian outran the coverage. And now Topeka working it down. Good stop there by Bonnie Rueda. Bonnie sends it up, went through the wickets of one white shirt, but not through both. And it's back out to center. Audrey Thomas. Wide for Bootsma. There's a shot and another save by Cerna. I would say the Grizzlies are in critical condition here.
I would agree.
Punts in the air. Throw in from Northwest on the far side. Come on, girls, you got to get this done. On the far side, it's chipped out of play. Throw in for Northwest.
And we'll throw it in again.
Yep. Back it comes to Kimberly Johnston. Kimberly, a long one.
Nope.
And Cerna's going to get there. You could do something anytime here. There we go. And that one. 1 minute remaining in the half. Out of play, it will stay with Topeka, and I don't think there's any question about it. The Grizzlies are going to end their season here tonight.
Yep.
Going down to the Topeka High School Lady Trojans, and we congratulate them on their win. They played a good game. They played better than we did, quite frankly.
Oh, yeah. We definitely did not play.
The team that played better won the game. That's the way it's supposed to be. "15 seconds now. Goal kick coming, the final goal kick of the season. Bravo has it, and that will do it. Final score tonight, Topeka High 3 and Wichita Northwest 1. You're going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, come on. Ladies and gentlemen, if we can draw your attention back to the field here after the handshakes are completed. The Topeka High Lady Trojans will be awarded their regional championship trophy by Northwest Assistant Principal Christy Ramsey. Congratulations to the Lady Trojans of Topeka High. They will advance to the state level now, playing in a state quarterfinal on Monday evening. Their opponent and location of the game are yet to be determined. We wish the Lady Trojans luck as they advance in the state tournament. And to all of you who made it out, whether you came down from Topeka or you came here locally, we thank you for coming out to support your respective teams. Please drive home safely and have a pleasant evening. And for those of you on the network, we thank you for being with us all year. Our next broadcast will be in mid-August when the boys will tee it up against probably Derby. Against Derby, who they seem to play the first game every year. Once again, the Grizzlies fall 3-1 here tonight, ending their season and their run at the state title. Ashley, thank you again for all of your help throughout the year, and also to your husband, who has been with us for most of it. Couldn't have done it without you.
Love doing it every time.
Yeah. All right, we're going to sign it off. Even though it's not a school night, I'm ready to go home. It's been a long week. Okay, for Ashley Isbell, Kevin Arkin saying good night to you from Northwest High, and we'll see you folks in August.